Okay, the next important thing is, right now we know the TCP/IP model and ISO/SI model, all these things. Next important thing in the networking is basically network security, right? We should know about network security. So please write down the heading, network security. Right, so in network security, basically two concerns, right? Two concerns that we have. One is physical security and the other one is logical security. So physical security is focusing securing things using maybe tangible components. So what kind of things we can implement in physical security? Yes, any idea? What kind of implementations can be there in the physical security? How we physically secure a lab? Right? We can secure, right? We can secure using like secure by, we can secure from environmental damages, and also we have to secure from willful damages. Willful damages means people might purposely damage, or we have to secure from accidental damage. Accidental damages. So, or environmental damage. Environmental damages can be like power issues, dust and pollen, maybe disasters are kind of environmental damage. Willful damages can be breakthrough and can be like terrorism, revenge, can be like for revenge also people can damage. Breakthrough and hacking is also another thing, right? Accidental damages, so can be like replacing, misconfiguration, and maybe like misconfigurations, mismanagement. So those are some accidental damages. Mismanagement, there can be purposely, there can be damages. Purposely, there might be damages, and there might be damages due to willful conduct. The people might hack, break through, terrorism, revenge purpose, and so it can be like dust, power issues, pollen, disasters. So natural disasters, man-made disasters. So disasters can be like flood, earthquakes, right? Flood, earthquakes, thundering. So those are there. So what are the solutions?
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, is hacking a physical damage?
Hacking into can be physical damage. Why? What's the reason? Why I mentioned hacking as a physical damage? The reason is, so let's say, okay, somebody want to get the server details. A person can come and actually plug a pen drive to the server and get details. That is physical, right? Physically, by connecting, so someone can come and connect to the network. Maybe unused ports are there. Unused ports means some ports which are not connected. So what happens if someone come and connect to that unused port? Then he will be automatically taken as a member of the network, right? A hacker can come in. So that is like physically hacker is appearing and trying to get information, trying to steal the hard disk or steal information, try to like break security system, security cameras. So it can be physical, right? It can be, mostly it can be logical, but there are some cases hacking can be physical. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. So it is good that you have asked that question, because hacking, so when it comes to hacking, people might think, okay, hacking from another location without physically coming to the place, hacking from another location. But hacking can be happen in other way also. So by physically coming to the place also, hacking can happen, right? Hacking can happen, right? So what are the solutions? What are the solutions to these things? Right? So you have to use like close monitor through network monitoring systems. And you can use CCTV. And you can use, what else? You can use backups. So backups can be on-site and off-site. Same place you can keep the backup, but in a different faraway place also you can keep backup. Backup means copies. Anything else? Anything else? Training. And maybe security guard. Sealed rooms. Air conditioned. And environmental control. And can be watchdogs. TCH, watchdogs. And even can be like, so there are, so for an example, like security systems. Security systems can be like, so it can even be, security systems means like there's a wide variety, right? Wide variety of security system. Even this auto firing system, domes which used in Israel is also a security system, right? Dome, that auto firing missile system, that is also a security system. එතකොට ඒ මට්ටමට යන්න අප security system කියන්නේ alarm system එකක් වෙන්නත් පුළුවන්. නැත්නම් auto fire system එකක් වෙන්නත් පුළුවන්. ඒ මට්ටමටම යන්න පුළුවන්. Right? All these are for physical security. Is there anything missing? So, right, power issues. Power issues, and also you can put like regulators, UPS systems, uninterrupted power supply systems, and surge protectors, and so like, so those are UPS systems and regulators, surge protectors, and even like regular updates. Regular updates and use of genuine software. So because these, it is basically coming for the logical security, regular updates and use of genuine software, but for physical security also, like misconfiguration and mismanagement, you can use regular update and use of genuine software is also a solution. And what about the logical security? Logical security, what kind of logical security issues you are facing? Physical security issues, these are the physical security. What are the logical security issues? So that you know, right? Hacking, viruses, and maybe data corruption. Data corruption can be like here also. Data corruption can be here, maybe due to physical damage of hard disk. Data corruption can, but it can happen due to software also, or virus, right? Sniffing, spamming, identity theft, right? Sniffing, spamming, identity theft, and you can say hijacking, and hacking, viruses, data corruption, sniffing, viruses, and malware. I'll put malware, right? because there are many viruses. Many viruses, worms, trojans, backdoors, trapdoors, hoaxes. Fraud. That is also a logical security problem. Right. Okay, please write down these things and let's see what is there in the book. Sorry, what is there in the syllabus. So what kind of topics mentioned there. So let me shift to the syllabus quickly. Right, what are these things? So what is hacking? Yes, as per your knowledge, what is hacking? As per your knowledge, what is hacking? Yes, hacking means, now you should know, right? Hacking means unauthorized access. So this including reading, entry, modification, and deleting or destroy. All are, if it is unauthorized, we call hacking. Viruses and malware. Viruses, that means like malicious or harmful codes. I'll give a short note, sir, because you don't need to know much about these things, but you can explain by using your own words. Viruses are basically harmful codes which will misuse our resources. So which will misuse our resources. It's a harmful code. That is a virus. So basically, if you take a general virus, it's infect by copying itself and acting in malicious way. Malicious means harmful. That is a virus. What is Trojan? What is Trojan? Yes. Come on, guys, I need you to talk. Are you angry with me? If not, come on, we have to finish the lesson. That's why I'm doing this quickly, right? Give me your support also. Okay, Trojan. Trojan. So have you heard of the Trojan story? What is Trojan and what is the story of Trojan? Have you heard of this Trojan horse? Trojan horse. There was a war, right? Trojan horse. Trojan horse actually, that's a wooden horse. Wooden horse like this. And there was a war in after actually that war period, right? War period that one party won the war. The party who lose this, so party who lost, they have sent this horse as a gift. But that is like unidentified gift, right? Because it's some unknown source. Rajyakin yavana vidiyata තමයි යන්නේ as a gift. But inside this gift, lot of soldiers were there. So this gift was given for winning the war. යුද්ධ දිනපයකට තෑග්ගක් විදිහට තමයි මෙයා යවන්නේ. So inside that, the enemy soldiers were there, but secretly hidden inside this. So they thought this is a gift. They celebrated the war. They celebrated the war heroes and all these things similar to us, right? And but inside this, right, inside this, there were enemies. So what has happened after this celebration? People were sleeping in the night. Then enemies came out from the Trojan and attacked the city and captured the king and main people. So by that, again, those enemies or the other country who lose, then they win that war by using this Trojan horse. That is actually that is kind of trap. The horse is a trap. So similar to that, what is Trojan? So it's actually acting or so maybe like showing as a legitimate software and useful, legitimate and useful software. Legitimate and useful software, but there is a hidden threat, THREAT, inside the useful program. Maybe you have downloaded Windows 11 or something like that from unknown source. Download. This is a very good software. Then, so your friend has recommended that, then you have downloaded. But it's a useful software actually. But inside that there can be a virus. So that is a Trojan horse. And worm. There's another one called worm. Worm is also a virus. It is keep replicating itself and spreading over the network. So worm can ඇත්තටම ඉන්න worm ළමගේම පණුව වගේ. එයාලගේ copies හදලා අර සිලිබිලි ගන්න පණුව ඉන්නේ වගේ. It's like creating number of millions of copies and spreading over the networks by wasting our storage and the network capacity. And that is a worm. Data corruption is another issue that you know, damaged data, and you have something called cryptoviruses. Cryptovirus that will encrypt your data. Cryptovirus is encrypting your data and asking money for decrypting. තර්ජනය කරනවා සල්ලි දෙන්න තොට decrypt කරලා දෙන්න. Encrypt your data and asking money for decryption. So that is a cryptovirus. And what else? Trapdoor. Hidden entry to your computer is called a trapdoor. So then a person can come and secretly plant a software called sniffing tool. Sniffing means secretly listening to the network. Is called secretly listening to the network is called sniffing. Sniffing, secretly listening to the network. So why secretly listening? Because if you want to capture the sessions or session hijacking wala sniffing tool tama use karane to capture the network traffic. Encrypt virus එකක් නම් decrypt කරන්න අමාරුයි, ගොඩාක් අමාරුයි. පුළුවන් බැරි නැහැ අර decryption code එකක් අරගෙන decrypt කරන්න පුළුවන්, but it's really difficult. So better you can keep backups and format your machine and get it, because that encryption in viruses, it's like even after recovery it can reinfect. So that is like dangerous. So better to format the machine and get a backup and restore that. That is the advisable way. It is possible, but it's very difficult. Very difficult. Data corruption is not a virus, right? Sniffing is a kind of malware. But data corruption is something like, it's not a virus. A data corruption can happen due to a virus. Data corruption means damaging due to software or hardware issues or viruses. And spamming means sending unsolicited emails. Unsolicited means unintended, unwelcome, right? Here you can see unwelcome, unwanted, uninvited, involuntary. That means you don't want that, but someone is keep sending you a message like, so you want 50 GB or you want a KFC food bucket. So, but it is not true. But people are keep sending messages like your phone can be recharged if you send this to 5 groups. If you love your mother, send this to 10 groups. So likewise, some people are keep sending messages. The intention is to copy the message as much as possible. Why they are asking if you love your mother, forward this message to 10 people? Because they want to have as much as copies. They know you love your mother. So, but don't be a fool to show it by sharing spams. Spamming is one of the most like undetailed. So that is most common and annoying thing. Because spamming, due to spamming, we cannot find the original. We cannot find the important messages. Let's say you got 1,000 WhatsApp messages suddenly. Then how can you find the important message? So that is the nature of spamming. So if you keep spamming, it's very difficult to find the message. It will slow down the network. So you know most of how many spams are sent per day. So please search in the Google how many spams are sent per day. Per hour, how many spam emails are coming. So that is a wastage of resources. Right? It's a wastage of resources. Identity theft. Identity theft means using someone else's identity. Using someone else's identity. You are using someone else's identity. So then we call identity theft. You are acting like someone else. Maybe it can be like phone number spoofing, email spoofing. Email like අරගෙන තව කෙනෙක් email එකක් අරගෙන තමන්ගේ විදිහට හැසිරෙන්න පුළුවන්. Phone number එක අරගෙන පුළුවන්. Right? So those are called like false identity. You are using someone else's identity, someone else's email, someone else's telephone number, and acting like someone else. That is to cheat people. Hijacking.